You think I knew how to make a dollhouse before I did this? I was like, what? I knew how to make room boxes, but to actually turn a room box into, multiple room boxes into a dollhouse, that was new for me. You grow with every project. Now I heard Les Brown say that, and he don't even do this, but he say you grow with every project, and it's true. I bet you can testify to that, right, Pink Diva? I'm excited, y'all. This is something that's been on my to-do list, bugging me for a while. But I was like Kimmy, what Kimmy was saying. I just, for a while, I just didn't have no motivation. But then I thought about it. What gave me the motivation was the storyline. This is revelation, y'all. Make sure you write that down in your notes. Write that down, Pink Diva. Write that down and send it to me. Write it down and send it to me. When you get stuck and don't want to make a diorama and you feel like you lack motivation, keep going with storyline. Your storyline will give you the motivation to do it. Write that down. Because as I kept going with this, it made me want to go ahead and do it. I kept seeing a house, but just making one just actually made it come alive. It made my vision come alive. I envisioned this, but it made my vision come alive when I manifested it. So make sure you take notes on that and send that to me, because that was a good one. And that's why I loved it, having a show like this, y'all. We helped each other. That helped her. That's what it's about, helping each other. Because we all can relate to that. We don't procrastinate just for the heck of it. Sometimes we procrastinate because we just lack the motivation to do it. But that will help. And you know another thing that make you procrastinate too. Make sure you doing it because that's in line with what you need to do. Don't just do it because other people are doing it. You understand? I think that was something that I had to figure out too. If it's not fitting your storyline, you're not going to be motivated to do it. Because it's not fitting you. That's why last week we talked about the different types of dioramas. Making this here for someone that just have a fashion page that make doll clothes that's not into storylines. This, what I'm doing here, wouldn't make sense for someone like that. But a backdrop will make sense for them, you know. But maybe one day that doll that they taking pictures of might want to have a family. And that will change then. But when you first start your page, you figure out what is the purpose of your page. And don't do every single thing that everybody else is doing. Because that was something that I did in the beginning. And it burns you out. You know, you're excited. You see this. Oh, I know I can make this. Yeah, but what's the purpose in you making it? Will it fit what you're doing? Don't burn yourself out. you will burn yourself out trying to do everything. I love all the challenges, but some challenges is not for you. Nothing against the person that's doing the challenge, you know. But, you know, every challenge is not for you. If you have a purpose for your page you're doing a storyline already. You're in the middle of a storyline already, and it's getting intense. And your storyline is in the middle of somewhere that's cold. It may not make sense for you at the time to join a challenge, doing a challenge of a beach scene right then and there. Now, not saying that that's not helpful for you to do later, but so that you can stay focused and keep your vision on what you're doing at the time, you may not want to distract yourself with doing too many things like that, because that will burn you out. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense to you? I mean, that makes sense to me, because I used to do that, and then I would get stuck, and then the next thing I know, I'm having a hard time getting motivated going back to what I was doing. So if you are a story creator, like Rashida does on her page, Sacred Para. If you're not watching her show, watch her show if you're into making stories. If you're in the middle of a story, it may not make sense for you to do a challenge that is not in line with that story. That's why a lot of challenges, even though that person, I love them and they're a good friend of mine, but if that challenge is taking me away from a storyline that I'm already doing, it's not productive for me. I can't do all. I'm sorry. I'm not built like that. I can't do this and this and this and this. That because I know myself. Know thyself. You have to know thyself. I know me. I know that I get distracted easily if I do not focus on what I'm doing. And if I stop in the middle of making something like this for this house and go do something for a challenge that's not in line with my story, that might mess me up for weeks. I'm telling you, that will mess me up for weeks, because I know me. I know myself. I know that me personally, I cannot do that. And I applaud anybody that's good at that. But I know personally, and I know most of us cannot do that if we're in the midst of a storyline. So that's what I'm saying. Just stay focused on what you're doing. When you come to the dog community, or if you're new, or you're trying to go a certain way with your page, figure out what kind of page will it be first. Will it be a storyline page, or will it be a page where you're just displaying products or displaying your fashions for your dogs? Then go from there. But don't try to do everything, because you will burn yourself out. And remember, this is about having fun, right? This is a fun hobby. Don't make it where it's a demanding thing. I mean, you get enough of that at work, right? You don't want it to make it feel like it's work, you know? So stay focused on what you're trying to do with your page. And, you know, that's why I can't do every challenge as much as I want to. But if I'm in the middle of a storyline, especially an intense storyline, I can't do every challenge, because it would throw me off. It would. And I had to learn that. And when I did that, I was trying to figure out, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like it's so much work? Because I was getting off track. You know what you have in mind with your page. It's your page. It's your page. Remember that. All right, so I think I'm ready to start laying down some paper. I'm going to cut off the doors because I got to decorate the doors. But I got the door frames now. I used to use just regular computer paper because I used to watch My Froggy stuff a lot, and a lot of the projects was little small projects where you could get away with like computer paper. But y'all, when I start making these big megalithic type projects, mega, y'all know this is a megalithic type project. I had to find another paper source. So the paper source that I use for megalithic, maybe I need to coin that phrase, megalithic dioramas. How about that? Write that down too, Pink Diva. Megalithic dioramas is what this is. This is the paper I found. Can y'all see this? Y'all see this? Give me some hearts. Packing paper. 50 sheets in here. It's right over there by the boxes. Go figure, right? Now, most of the stuff I do use recyclables for most of the stuff. But for a megalithic diorama like this, I had to find some bigger sheets. Either that or newspaper, but I don't get newspapers over here, so I found another source, and it works. And that's the sheetrock. That's the stucco that you see on the house. That's the stucco. Is this. Okay, it covers a lot, y'all. I had to think. I had to get creative. Because I'm like, look, I'm not going to use all this computer paper. Y'all know how much computer paper costs? Okay. Computer paper ain't cheap. And what you want here, the whole purpose is to keep it cost efficient, right? Hey, I'm just sharing all this stuff because it's not mine to keep, right? I learned all this stuff by inspiration. So, y'all make sure y'all share these videos, okay? Because it's not mine to keep. And sharing is caring. Because we have a lot of people that, you know, join this community. Some people want to learn how to make dioramas and they don't even use these for Barbies. This stuff could be used for G.I. Joe. This stuff could be used for Snapster dolls. A lot of these techniques I learned when I was in school and we were making those Civil War type scenes. This just bringing me back to when I used to do projects with my dad. I was like, man, we made whoever made a train set diorama before? Any of you guys did that before? Me and my dad did that when I was a little girl. So I've been doing this a long time and I didn't even realize it. These are some of the same techniques. Pouring some glue all in my little jug here, because I use a lot. You can get this from Amazon. 40% off. Y'all see that, right? Good looking out. 40% off. Sale on paper. What kind of paper? This packing, I'm sorry, I'm sold on this packing paper though, y'all. This stuff worked like magic. This paper, this glue all and this packing paper, bam, sheetrock. I'm sold on this. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't using no other paper. Not for this. When this stuff come together, it's strong. Like sheetrock. You hear me? You talking about a real... If y'all could feel this, y'all gonna be like, what? That's actually cardboard and paper? This feels like when it dries, it feels like a real ball. I'm telling you. This stuff, I'm telling you. Sheetrock. Did y'all know sheetrock is paper on top of that? It's some kind of plaster or something, but it's paper too. It's like sheetrock, y'all. I'm telling you. Craft paper, okay. Can you find a picture of that, Davenport? You know what? I need to create a room. I need to create a room for us where we can share these sale things. Don't y'all agree? I'll work on that. It's like sheetrock, y'all. I just use a basic Artlicious brush here. Same old brush. I'm gonna have to turn this over and get in the inside of that. For y'all's sake, I'm gonna do the outside. I'm not going to bore y'all with the mundaneness of laying paper. This is just so y'all can get the gist of it, okay? Because that task that I'm talking about doing in the inside, that's a 3 o'clock in the morning where the house is quiet and nobody bothering me. And I have my TD Jakes or somebody playing in the background type thing. You know what I mean? What y'all like to craft to besides music? Do y'all have a go-to type person y'all like to listen to? I like TD Jakes and Miles Monroe, and I like to listen to positive, motivating type stuff that be getting my creative juices flowing. This type of stuff I'll be listening to when I'm crafting. Especially when TD Jakes be telling us, get to work. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Who listen to TD Jakes? He always say, get ready, get ready, get ready. YouTube some type of crafting? Yeah, me too. I like to listen to something inspirational. But I like to listen to TD Jakes say, get ready, get ready, get ready. He be getting me ready, y'all. I'll be ready to go after that. But yes, I could conquer the world. Where they at? You want to listen to people that make you inspired. Because there's enough stuff out there that make you depressed. And I ain't trying to be depressed, y'all. That's why I love crafting. I was telling folks when when all that stuff was going on during the pandemic, I was telling folks, y'all better find a hobby. Y'all better get into something. Do some crafting or something. Come on. Because you're going to have something to keep you distracted from all that's going on. That's why I didn't have them in my little curvy world with masks. Nothing against people that did, but I ain't want to think about that when I'm here. Okay, I wanted to come to my little curvy world, leave my big world behind, and come to my little curvy world. I ain't want to think about no mask. I ain't want to think about no pandemic. I ain't want to think about none of that when I'm here. Thank you, dog community, for helping me stay distracted during that time, because we had to do something, y'all. Yes, his daughter is awesome, isn't she? I was listening to her the other day. Had me jumping off my seat. I was like, yeah, let's go get him. You started gardening and crafting? Yes. Yeah, I told them. I told everybody on Facebook, y'all. I said, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all better get into something. Y'all better do something. You better sew. And I'm not just talking about sewing masks, because I was doing masks for a while. I was like, man, this is getting on my, I need to, let me sew some dog clothes or something else. This is, I can't think about this. This is just too much. Just too much all the time. I had to get into something else. But y'all kept me distracted. I sure appreciate it, dog community. We made it through together. You can't think about that all the time. This is a really good distraction. It was really bad, especially we couldn't go to the movies or anything like that, but the dogs can. I told y'all last season, I said whatever we can't do, have the dogs doing it. Me too, Davenport. Me too. I did a lot of crafting with my dogs. And let me ask you this. You grew a lot, didn't you? You got more creative, didn't you? You learned more. You got more creative. You got better. Right? You used that as an opportunity to learn more and do more with your dogs. And that's what it was about. That's what it was about. You don't sit around and be depressed. You find opportunities to grow somewhere when you're going through a big crisis like that. I had to use this as a distraction. I did not want to think about that. My little curvy world helped me not think about all the depressing things that was going on in my big curvy world, okay? I ain't want to think about that stuff. Not saying I put my head in the sand, but I told a few people, I said, let me know if it's something real bad I need to know about. Let me know. But right now I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about none of that stuff. I ain't want to think about it. Just leave me alone. Let me make some doll houses and stuff. Call me a hermit all you want. I ain't want to think about all that. I wanted to know what Pink Diva was doing, okay? In her world. I wanted to know what was going on with the Davenport family. I ain't want to think about what was going on out there, okay? What y'all got going on? I told y'all last week, y'all my entertainment. Y'all was my entertainment. I don't watch a lot of TV because I don't want to know what's going on out there. I'm not in denial. I'm not in denial. I tell my husband all the time, does that got to do with us right now? I don't want to think about it. I don't, because I have to keep my headspace in a positive place. I can't be joyful for y'all if I'm always thinking about all that stuff. Somebody got to be happy, okay? Somebody got to be happy. I ain't want to hear all that. And I think I made it just fine, don't you think? I still got my brain. I got a few gray hairs up there, but we made it. We made it. So far, the dogs helped us. The dog community helped us. You know, some people like, yeah, but there's some drama here. I'd rather hear the drama here than the drama out there. I can ignore the drama here. The Davenports enjoyed life. Yes, the Davenports did enjoy life. And you know who else enjoyed life? Me, because I was reading about it. I enjoyed life too. And the Jenkins enjoyed life. We gonna have fun in our little worlds here. Leave us alone, world. Leave us alone. Leave us alone in our dog world, okay? We just fine. We still got our sanity. You have to keep your joy. Your joy is your strength, okay? And if something is taking away your joy, they taking away your strength. You won't last without it. Keep your joy. All that other stuff will be okay. The Tyson friends enjoy life. That's right. We enjoying life. And if I have to stay in my imagination for a minute, just leave me alone. I'll be just fine. Thank you. Our family's enjoying life. But like I said, nothing against anybody that had, you know, that had their dogs going through the pandemic. There's nothing against that. I thought some of them was very cute, especially the hospital scenes and stuff. You know, a lot of them did that because they're nurses and they're doctors. So that was good for their page, and that was helpful for them. But as to me, over here in Mylilcurvyworld, I ain't want to think about that. I'm sorry. I ain't want to think about no corona. I ain't want to think about none of that. The only crown I wanted to think about is the crown on my head. That's what corona means, crown. The only crown I wanted to think about was the crown on my head. Okay? And keeping my head sane. That's it. But I'm glad I learned how to sew more. I used to be intimidated by my sewing machine, and now I'm making dog clothes. So, hey, progress. I'm making dog clothes. I used to be intimidated. You know, I had my sewing machine for like 2 years, and I barely used that thing. But I had something to motivate me to do it. Okay? Okay, we're going to leave that alone here because, like I said, I have to work on this right here. I got to find out. I don't want to cut this too short. Want me to make the arch already? Want me to make an arch here now? While y'all here? Let's see how big that's going to be. Give me one moment. Let me get a template of the wall paneling. Make sure I make that the right height. I'll be right back, okay? Y'all take notes of who's in the room and send them a message and follow each other. I'm coming, guys. Trying to find this template here. I'm inside the Jenkins house. Yep, that's it. Here we go. Here's a template here. That's a template. Yeah, it's messy because I didn't use it. It's just a template, but I use it to as a guide for my projects. It's actually gonna be this height, not this height, this height. See that? This for a taller room, and this is for a shorter room. So I keep a template, and this is the template. And I also use this when I'm doing a quick picture, and I need to throw together a quick wall. Ta-da! Remember I told y'all last week you can use a wall, just a wall, for a quick picture. If you're doing like a challenge and you don't want to put too much into it, make you some few walls and a few paneling, and you just throw it here. Bam! You got a wall with paneling. Hey, they ain't gotta know that it's not part of it. It's just for picture's sake, okay? Make you a few of these. I'll show you how. I did it in the last season. This is just all cardboard in here. So you could do that as a quick picture. Alright, so this is my template. Some of the people that's been doing this stuff for a while does that. And you know who else does that? Movies. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know movie sets are not real houses a lot of the times? Did y'all know that? They use facades too in movies. You thinking you looking at a hotel. It's just as real as Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Yeah. Just as real as Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Okay. Now sometimes they do go to a real town and take pictures and stuff, but sometimes it's this what we're doing. Okay, that's about the same height. Hey, doll mama, how you doing today? Hey, Let me wave at you. I am Mylilcurvyworld Lady Tay, the admin. And I am building an entryway for the Jenkins house, okay? Let's see. Yep, that's about the height of that. Oh, yes, I'm doing great. Thanks. Thanks for asking. I'm just doing some live crafting and shooting a breeze with a few of my people that I talk to a lot on my page. We got Davenport family. We got the Tyson family. We got Pink Diva. We got Unicorn Moon. And Nessa, New York. And who else on here? Is Cook Rican still here? I know some people going in and out, but we got quite a few of us on here. This is my template. Okay, I got the template down, so now I can do my archway here. Yeah, they still here. They taking notes. Take good notes. You never know what I might ask as a quiz for a prize. We're gonna start giving out some swags. I got me a what they call that thing? A cricket machine. So I'm gonna be experimenting and making some swags and stuff with that thing. I just haven't had time to really get into it yet because I've been busy making a dollhouse, as y'all can see. Okay, the entryway is gonna be. Can y'all see that? Can y'all visualize that? Ain't that gonna be cool? That's jazzy. That's jazzy right there. We're gonna cut a hole here. This is gonna be a place to put some candles and stuff. That's gonna be jazzy right there. I need to find that picture where I got this idea from, because I got this idea off of Pinterest, as a matter of fact. We was talking about that earlier when Julie B Barbies was on here. Well, she was talking about she get a lot of her ideas from Pinterest. I'm telling y'all better get on Pinterest. Pinterest be having some good stuff on there. And follow some of those people that do, follow some of those people that do the Dollar Tree decoration stuff on YouTube. I'm trying to think one of them names. Follow some of those people. Even though they're showing you how to make stuff big, you can make stuff miniature from some of those ideas. They be having some good ideas, y'all. I mean, good ideas like how you can make wall carvings and stuff. They be making stuff out of plastic. I seen one lady, man. This lady made something out of plastic spoons and mirrors. That thing was nice. It ended up looking like a sun with rays or something like that. Y'all, that thing was nice. Now you can make stuff like that miniature. Just whatever they make big, find something miniature that looks like it and make it for your dolls. Because I'm going to be using some of those ideas with Jazzy. Hey, Pink Diva. Did you hear what I was saying about them crafting ladies that be making stuff? cheap that they be finding at the Dollar Tree, but it be for big people like us. But you can make some of that stuff miniature. Some of those ideas. They got miniature spoons, just like she did with the big spoon. You could get some miniature spoons and do the same thing. Matter of fact, go on and do it, because I'm going to do it. Make something like that with some mirrors. That thing was nice. I got to find that lady. When I find her, I'll share it. Like I said, I'll make a page. I'll make a group just for us. Because, you know, everybody might not have the same interest. Just tell them if they want to be a part of this. Come on, Mylilcurvyworld Show. I'm going to be here every week. I am still here speaking to people that just joined. Oh, okay. Every week I'm going to be here at 6 o'clock. Now, I'm not going to be on all day like I'm doing today every week. But every week I'm going to be doing something. I'm going to start a group. A messenger group. Take notes. Pete Diva, take note of everybody that's here for me, okay? And we'll send them an invitation. We'll send y'all an invitation to the group. And we could share those who have stuff on sale, crafting paper like Tyson did earlier. When we're at the Dollar Tree or anything like that, we could take pictures of something we see that we think would be helpful for somebody in the group who are builders like us, and sharing ideas and stuff. I'll go ahead and make that group. I saw someone make a group, and I didn't know we could do that, but now I know. I'll go ahead and do that. All right. All right. Well, look at that, y'all. Look at that. We just made an arch. We just made an arch. And guess what? That's a template now, okay? We just made an arch. Hey, Trunny B joined us, y'all. How you doing tonight, Trunny B? We're sitting up here making the entryway to the Jenkins house. And so far, so good, y'all. Look at that. I could clean this up a little bit, edge it up a little bit. Edge that up a little bit. I just carved that out. That's good to know. It's Friday night, Friday. Did anybody bring some fries? Did y'all like the little joke I said? It's Friday night, Friday. Bring some fries. I didn't get a chance to stop and get any fries though. I didn't want to eat at the crafting station, but you guys can eat some fries and watch me. Are you guys asking to join in on the video, or that's just by accident? Look at that. Y'all see that? Bam. Hey, there's Fairy. I've been talking about you. I'm like, where's Fairy? I've been looking for you. Y'all see that? Bam. Then you got a place for your candles. See that? All I did was cut this open. Good to see you, my friend. Fairy been with me for a while. Fairy, you know how you got your doll support group? We need to make a support page for Mylilcurvyworld Show, so we can share pictures from Instagram, from Pinterest, or sell ads and stuff, so people can get supplies and stuff for cheap for our page. You was watching Love is Blind. That's okay. I knew you was gonna come on eventually. It's all good. This is gonna be wainscoting here, so I'm gonna put some paneling here, and this is, yes, we got to make that. We gotta make that happen. Oh, I gotta check out that show. If it's free on YouTube or episode, I watch that. I don't have cable because I don't watch cable. I had cable and didn't watch it, so I stopped paying for it. I was too busy doing this. But this is a coat closet fairy. And I just laid the paper. And we got sheetrock. Bam! Remember that pink beaver? Bam! We had Jazzy and Juicy walking through the doors. It's on Netflix. Okay. I might do a trial of Netflix, but I'll cut it off because I wasted a whole year of Netflix. I wasn't even watching it. Bam! There's a door. A coat closet. Bam! And powder room. Powder room. Bam! We even had Jazzy going in there. She was walking in there. She was like, hey, y'all. Bam. You say you miss Juicy? Yeah, Juicy was talking a little bit too. I gotta make them talk. Bam. And it's gonna be like a little hallway. Have something cute here. Some kind of decor here. We're gonna have Jazzy up. Her house is an open canvas for her jazziness. For all her jazziness. Jazzing things up. You love Jazzy? I do too. I love how her character just grew. It all started with a beautiful doll that I thought was very pretty and looked like she would be a mom. Then I liked her jazzy look. Yeah, it's going to be a picture gallery. You already know. This too small to be the memory wall. But it's going to be something amazing here. It really is. It's going to be something amazing here. So that, and this is going to be a wall facing the dining room. So I don't know, maybe that would be, maybe this would be a memory wall. I haven't decided yet where the memory wall will be. But we've been collecting a lot of pictures for the memory wall. And that's something very important to Jazzy, to have a memory wall. I see so many pics. Oh yeah, so many pictures, yeah. There's so many more to come. Grandma and Mr. EB will be back. We're not done with them. Mr. EB got a lot to say. Grandma got a lot to say. Grandma say she missed her grandbabies. She won't be around her grandbabies more, so we're going to create something in the storyline for them to be here more. Well, this is the wall facing the dining room. And of course, y'all know this wall right here. This is the wall in the living room. It's going to be here. Now y'all see? Can you see now? Can you see? See how I'm manifesting this here now? Y'all remember this wall? This is the living room. So picture, this is the living room. This is the wall facing the dining room. And this is the entryway wall. I'm going to say it again, Pink Diva. Bam! I know you like it when I say that. Bam! That's my manifesting sound. Bam! And right now, I'm laying paper down. Oh, let me finish this. Okay. On the other side of this is going to be the coat closet. But this not going to be open. There you go, Pink Diva. Damn. My name is Bam and I don't eat no ham. Aunt Bam. You know Aunt Bam, don't you? Tyler Perry. My name is Bam and I don't eat no ham. Like, what's she talking about? What's she talking about? The dog's probably saying, Juicy probably saying, I think she been sniffing the super glue. No, I ain't been sniffing no super glue. At least not lately. I keep the room well ventilated when I'm using super glue and stuff like that. I promise you. This is all Tay and Sparrow. I'm just always this silly. Farrah tell you. Would you ask? Somebody asked me something. How did you get started with dolls? You know what? I got started with dolls when I was younger, around 11. I used to get them cheap little dolls for Christmas. You know, them cheap dolls they go to the dollar store and get. And I started with them, and then as I got older, I started getting the real Barbies. And I was playing with dolls ever since I was like 11. And my mom got rid of my first set of dolls and was giving them to my cousins and stuff. And I was like, man, I was mad at her for that because I still like dolls. But you know how sometimes parents think you too old to be doing that. I wasn't too old to be doing that. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was about to play with boxes one day. That was my nickname my grandmother gave me. I knew. I just didn't know, but I knew. I was supposed to be doing something with dolls. But when I got old enough to have my own job, when I turned 16 and had my own job, I started collecting dolls again. And that time, I ain't let nobody throw away my dolls. So it all started from there. And you know what?
What is this?
One of the first things I collected as a teenager was I collected the I had the MC Hammer doll. And my dad took my MC Hammer doll, but I got another one. When I got older, I bought one from eBay. I guess at the time I wasn't appreciating those dolls like I should. You know how it is when you're a kid. You don't appreciate that these dolls gonna be valuable one day, you know. But it all started from there. So I started as a little kid, then I started back again as a teenager. And you weren't here earlier when I was talking about how when I was a little girl I used to play in boxes. That's a funny story. It really fascinates me when I think about it, that my grandmother called me that. My real name is Jotta. 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 And my family called me Jot, like you jotting a list. I didn't get the name Tay till I went to high school. You know, when I went to high school, I was cool and had to come up with my own name. So I left the Jot off and just went by Tay. But my family still called me Jot. And my grandmother called me Jot. But when I used to play with boxes, I always had a fascination with boxes. You hear me, Tronny B? I always had a fascination with boxes, apparently. So she called me Jot Box. And they're still family members to this day that still call me that. And go figure, I make things out of boxes. So we were talking about how sometimes people know or call you a name that ended up being something that you're going to be doing. You've heard of that before. Like, you've heard of people said that people used to call them preacher man and then they grow up to be a preacher. You know, it happens. And it was just funny because one day while I was building with boxes, I thought about that. I was like, Jot Box. And then I'm sitting up here building stuff with boxes. I thought about it. I was like, my grandmother prophesied that I was going to be doing things with boxes. I don't think she knew what she was doing, but it's funny that that happened that way. Because I build with nothing but boxes now. If I try to build with other things, I always come back to boxes. So I was destined to do what I'm doing, y'all. And of course, coaching. I love coaching people and teaching. So I guess I'm teaching people how to make stuff out of boxes. But isn't that funny? Make you think, doesn't it? Make you think. Sometimes our grandparents be knowing stuff that we don't know yet. I'm sure she was here. If she was here, she would probably testify to that and be like, you know what? Yep. What I did, y'all, in case y'all was wondering, I doubled that up so that it could be thick. Because like I said, we're going to be putting some candles in there, right? Cher and Sonny show, Charlie's Angel show. So first Cher, Vera Fawcett doll. Yes! Now, wasn't that a beautiful doll? That was a beautiful doll, and it looked just like her. They don't make too many dolls that look like the person, but that one sure does look like her, doesn't it? I think it caught every aspect of her. Let me change this blade out, y'all, because I kind of messed it up with this hot glue. But it was worth it because I got that thick enough. Y'all see what I did here with this arch? Bionic. Yes. I remember those dolls. Now, I have older sisters that was more in their age range. By the time I come along, I didn't know too much about those. But when I started getting into dolls and looking at pictures of dolls and stuff, I was like, wow. And the old Christy doll. Does anybody have any the old Christy doll? The face mold before the one that this one is? Was she named Christy? Or was she named something else? Y'all tell me. Some of y'all have been collecting longer than me. Give me one moment. I'm getting another blade here. These blades are very sharp, y'all. Be careful. She was Christy too, right? You know what? I did have one of those dolls. I named her. She was too prim. I had her too prim and proper. She was too prim and proper to be Barbie. I said she was Barbara. Barbara. Yes, my name is Barbara. I remember that. I had the original Heart family. Did anybody have the original Heart family? I had the Caucasian one and the black one. Oh, you laughing at me, Davenport? She was too prim and proper to be called Barbie. She was Barbara. I had fun with my dolls. I always had an imagination, a big imagination. What she say? I did. Me too. I wish I had them. I know. I wish I kept them. But you know, like I said, she meant well. You know, she was thinking I outgrew them and, you know, pass them to another family member that can use them. I guess. I ain't mad at her. But I sure did miss those dolls. I tell you, I missed them. I wasn't mad at her, but I said as soon as I got older, I was going to get me a job and buy me some dolls. I was in high school. Everybody else was trying to buy them Jordans and they didn't know. I was too ashamed to tell them. Everybody had their jobs at Foot Locker and Popeyes and all the different places that they was buying them the polo shirts and Tommy Hilfiger shirts and starter jackets. Who remember them starter jackets? I did have one of those, by the way. They was buying them starter jackets and polos and Nautica and K-Swiss shoes. Those were popular then when I was in high school. They was buying all that fresh stuff to wear, and I was buying Barbies. Truth be told, I was buying Barbies. I didn't care about all that. Now, I did wear some nice stuff, you know. I did buy some nice. Don't tell my age. Yes, I am. In the 90s. 22. I was buying Barbies.
And I met you at 22.
And look, and I don't care if they know now.
Yeah.
And my husband keeps saying he met me and married me at 22. That's right. That's right, my king. You married me at 22. And he was like, what's in that tote? dolls. I got married and took my dolls with me.
They fell out of the closet one day. I said, what is that?
Dolls. Dolls. How many dolls is that? That's my dowry. You married me, you married my dolls. He's in the background laughing, y'all. We silly. We have a silly relationship like Jazzy and Juicy do. He's like, what's all that in your closet? Dolls? Well, I did lie. So he knew when he married me that I had dolls.
And your idea of a present is dolls.
And my idea of a present is dolls. Absolutely. You can't go wrong with dolls. That's right. You can't go wrong with dolls. Oh, I'm sorry, Priceless. I didn't even see you there. Welcome to the Mylilcurvyworld Show live crafting session. Well, we'll say anything. My husband is in the background, y'all. The peanut gallery is in the background. He said she had a closet full of dolls, y'all. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The doll gift is a blessing, especially some of these dolls. Good grief, the prices of some of these dolls. Yeah, go on and get me a doll. Get me a doll, baby. Thank you. You want a shiny thing or a ring? No, I'll take another doll. Thank you. The one on my wish list. There you go. Because we're the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah. Y'all like Rolly's little champion shirt that I made? First time ever. I think it turned out pretty good. We're the gift that keeps on giving. Because we keep giving her creative ideas. Hey, how's it going, candy dolls? This is the Mylilcurvyworld after show, I guess you could say. We're sitting up here live crafting and laughing. And my husband in the background just telling all my business about how I had dolls in the closet when he met me. My king in the background laughing. Oh boy, it's true though. He had his stuff he collect too. He collect what? Keyboards and computers. We all got something we do. Now he makes music with it. So hey. I've been getting on to him about making this jingle forever. I hope he do it soon.
I got it completed, babe.
He's a procrastinator, y'all.
I got it completed, babe.
He's been procrastinating over here. Guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Do I have some doll patterns to share? Sure. I've been actually, you know what? Follow my page, MCW Toys and Hobby. Because I'm going to be doing some sipping soles. And I'm going to be sharing some of those patterns that I've been doing. I've actually created that pattern for Rolly. I'm going to see if I can make it for you and send it to you since you asked. It's pretty easy. Because it's just a one shirt pattern. It's no sleeves or nothing like that. I didn't go all into detail with them. Now, I will on some things, though. But I just wanted to throw something together so that he can have more than just that shirt that came from Mattel. I mean, ugh. The boy needed some clothes. Good grief. Can't be walking around with the same old shirt on all the time. You a swanky Jenkins. You gotta have something else to wear. I told y'all I was silly. That's why I say this is Friday. We like to have fun over here. Okay, so candy dolls, since you just came on, this is a coat closet. Is it an iron-on? Yes, that is an iron-on. That is an iron-on. I will be making some, but you know how we making stuff, we want to try it out on our own dolls first. But I will be making a sheet where I can make multiple ones. I just been busy building. I haven't been able to put too many clothes on the other channel yet. But that shirt Jazzy got on, that's on there now. That love shirt, that's on there now. And you know what? A lot of those patterns I found on the Etsy store. Sure did. Because I believe in supporting them on there too. Somebody had a really good doll pattern on there. And you know, I was able to tweak it and put a little tail on it because, you know, Jazzy got her own little style there, where she has little rounded ends on her t-shirts. If you look at the pictures of Jazzy with her saxophone queen shirt and her other shirts I've been making her lately, her shirts are made a little bit different. It has like a little tail on it. You know, that's her little style. But I'm able to, you can take a pattern and you can actually be creative and add little things to it to make it yours. And that's what I did with Jazzy. I try to make hers a little different. What I'm doing is I'm covering it with paper. But now I'm going to put this in here. I got a little sidetrack there, y'all. Sorry about that. Sitting up here laughing and joking around with my husband. I got a little sidetrack. He had me going when he said that I had the dolls in the closet. I had a lot of stuffed animals too. I didn't want to get rid of all my stuff. Do I have to get rid of all my stuff? Some stuff you do. Some dolls I lost when we were moving. Now that was sad.
Maybe I bought you them dolls again.
Yeah, we got some of them back. But it was sad. Y'all, I lost my Flavor doll and his motorcycle. And I found him again. I was so happy I found him at the thrift store. You know the Ian doll? Ian Flavor? Did y'all get those dolls? He had a motorcycle. But I ain't never found that Flavor's car back. And I had a PT Cruiser got lost one time. Alright, there we go. Y'all, when this is done, y'all gonna be like, wow. And I was watching her when she was making it. Shani dolls, you there? I'll try to get that pattern for you, okay? You know how I come up, you know what? You know how I came up with that pattern? I took apart one of the outfits. I seen Froggy do that, y'all. One time. I seen Toya do that on one of her videos. I took apart his shirt. I took apart one of his shirts. One of the shirts of the cause I got so many of them little Chelsea boy dolls. I took apart one of them because I had one already, and I just drew out a pattern. Yep, it was Flavor with VA. Flavor. They looked funny because they had big eyes, but I see people using them now. They fit right on in now with these big eyed dolls they coming out with. But back then Barbies had little heads. Do y'all remember that? I know y'all remember that. Their heads are bigger now. Barbie's heads are bigger now. They couldn't fool me because I've been following Barbie for a long time.
This generation of people, their heads big. Heads real big. That's why they make the dog head big.
There y'all see where I get some of Juicy personality from.
People got big old heads. Big foreheads.
There y'all see where I get some of Juicy attributes from. You said some of them have big foreheads. It's because our brains are bigger now. We got so much in our brains now. Instagram. I think some of us are empty-headed a little bit, though. I think some of us lost a little bit of intelligence.
No, actually, there's something spiritual about that. The Bible says.
Oh no, I don't know. Don't talk about that.
The Bible said the last days knowledge will be increased.
I
Some
know.
people gonna have big whole heads.
You in timeout. No more talking.
All right, baby.
I think you forgot. Know your audience. That's another channel.
No.
You can create your own channel.
All right, baby.
If he create a channel, would y'all watch it? I have a real live Juicy over here, y'all. Hey, did someone come in? Mini Dolls, Love and Life. How's it going? I'm trying to wave at you. Is it letting me wave? It's not letting me wave. Sorry about that. I am Lady Tay. I am the admin of Mylilcurvyworld Show, and I'm doing a extra long live crafting session, but this was something that had to be done. And what I'm making here is an entryway. No, you're fine. You're fine, because I've been at this for a long time. I knew this was something that needed to be done, and I'm so grateful that I have some people that's been sticking around with me. Anyway, we already got the entryway done. This is gonna be like a little arch that she put like candles and decorative things here. It's gonna be some crown molding here, like this, something like this. It's not gonna look just like this. It's gonna be something like this. And this is a coat closet where the guests will hang their coats. And this is gonna be a powder room here. So all of this gonna be in the entryway behind the doors. So this series is called Behind the Doors, because behind the doors it was nothing there but a white foam board, and I got tired of that. And I'm like, okay, we got to make this real back here because we're going to be taking some pictures of people coming over, and I wanted to have something really cute here that represents the Jenkins and Jazzy and her jazzy style. So I had to hook my girl up, you know. I had to hook her up, you know. In her world, this is already there. But in my world, I had to manifest it. Bam! Pink Diva, bam! So that's what I'm working on. I'm manifesting something great on their driveway, which is my craft table. And we're silly over here. My king in the background cracking jokes. I told him he's in timeout. Talking about people foreheads is big and stuff. I was talking about the dolls. He's talking about people. Good grief, man. You gotta be good. You gotta be good, man. So I'm covering this up with paper now, y'all. Now this is what we call progress. Are y'all crafting? To manifest. Yes. Y'all know what manifest means. That's why they call this manicures. Your hands. Many. The word many is your hands. A fest means festival, gathering, gathering. This is a festival. We're gathering right now. We're gathering. Well, my hands are gathering this paper onto this cardboard with some glue. So I'm manifesting.
It's like Manny Candy. When you go to, you know.
Yeah, when you go to get your nails done. Yep.
Dealing with your hands.
You're dealing with your hands. Your hands are having a festival. I love words, y'all. Who love words like me? I'm a wordsmith. I'm a wordsmith because I make up a word in a minute. And I'm also a wordologist, which means I study words. Wordologist. I study what words mean. Because I be want to know what I'm saying. They be making up words in the English language. I be wanting to know, what are we really saying? What you got us saying? Okay? I study words. I study etymology of words. What words, certain words come from. And I've always been like that. This is how my brain is. I'm just telling all my business.
We're like, babe.
I'm just telling all my business over here. Yes, I study words. I be want to know what they have us saying. I used to be the one in class that wonder why they have us saying cursive words. Why are we writing in cursive? Why is it called cursive? I just want to know, am I the only one that used to think like this as a kid? Did y'all think like this too? Why is it called that? Why are you writing in cursive? Why is it called that? I used to wonder those things. I used to wonder why the state of Connecticut was saying connect and cut in it. Why they called it that? I've always wondered these things. I'm talking about as a small kid. You thought like that too, Trinity? I'm like, are they playing with us? Why is that there? It says connect and cut in the same word. Which one is it? I'm silly. I'm sorry. I'm silly. But I'm telling you, I used to wonder these things. I was like, why is it called that? She said, really? Think about it. Think about it, though. Think about it. If you ain't never thought of it before, think about it. Why they call it that? Davenport. I even got Davenport laughing now. I was that child. Yes, I was that child. I was that child that wanted to know, why was it called that? The word connect is in the same thing as cut, and that's a state. Why is it called connect to cut? You connecting it to cut it? Are you connecting it to cut it? Is that the point? Like, I didn't know Mylilcurvyworld Show was also supposed to be entertaining. Yes, it's supposed to be entertaining, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be entertaining? You're spending your Friday night with me. I'm gonna make you laugh. But, I mean, I really did think that, though. I was that child. Arkansas. Yep, I was that child, too. I said that, too. I said, Arkansas? Why they call it that? And I used to know all the capitals. I used to know all the capitals. I was really good at that. But at the same time, I was asking why they named it. Why did you name it that? Are you playing with us? You're saying connect to cut it. That was me, y'all. I was that child. I was the one they probably thought was a smart aleck. Look, I wanted to know why y'all said that. Y'all adults, I thought those adults was pretty weird. I was like, why don't y'all see that? It says two different things. You're confusing us. I need some scissors. I'm trying to confuse somebody. I bet y'all gonna be thinking about that now, ain't you? Y'all would never see that state the same again. Thanks to me. Anybody from Connecticut on here? Maybe y'all know the answer to that. Anybody from Connecticut on here? I thought that. You thought you was the only one that thought like that? No, we were meant to meet one day. We weren't the only ones. I wonder how many more of us out there like that. I'm like, why y'all name me that? I just thought it was strange. I mean, don't people have a reason for naming things? I don't. Somebody knows why they named that. It had to be a reason. I guess we will never know, Tronny B. I guess that we will never know. But I did wonder that. Okay, when you have an arch like this, it's a little difficult to make it not be messy. So what you do is you go ahead and cut where the creases are, and then just lay some more paper on top of that, okay? And I promise you, it will still look good. Just cut in the strips like that. Hey, there's someone. Hey, how is it going? I see somebody came in. Marella Ferrari doll joined us. How you doing tonight? I am Lady Tay. I am the admin of Mylilcurvyworld. I'm the face behind the dolls. And what I'm doing is I'm making an entryway for Jazzy at the Jenkins. And right now I'm working on a very difficult arch here, but it's gonna look really nice when I'm done. I'm laying paper down because we're gonna paint this and we're gonna make some crown molding, and it's gonna be a really nice entryway for the Jenkins house. This is actually what I had to do when I made that arch window for the dollhouse front. And you see that turned out pretty good. In case you're wondering what kind of paper this is actually packing paper, y'all. When you have a megalithic project like this, computer paper just won't cut it. So I found a big paper source called packing paper, what you use when you're moving over there with the boxes. Since you're buying a couple of boxes to make something, get a pack of this. And this is really good for megalithic, I mean huge projects like this. How did you learn how to do this? You know what? I used to be really artistic anyway. I was in art class and stuff, so I was really artistic anyway. But what really got me into making doll houses was my best friend who has passed recently. She was over my house, and we used to work for a call center, and we was doing some call center work. And I had all my dolls in a tote, in a couple of totes, and she asked me what that was, and I said, that's my dolls. Have you ever seen my dolls? And she said no. And I showed her my doll collection. She said, girl, these are nice, they need to be on display. And I thought about what she said, Tronny B, and I said, yeah, but I don't want to just put them on a bookshelf. I said, I really want to have them look like they're doing something. So what I did was I started looking online at different videos on how to make stuff for dolls, the displays. And then I came across My Froggy channel, and I seen how she was making doll furniture and doll rooms. And I said, wow, they actually got people that's making stuff for dolls. Because like I said, I didn't want them to just stand on a bookshelf and look pretty. I wanted them to actually look like they were doing something. And so I started watching some of her techniques on how she used paper. And I said, wow, she using boxes and cereal boxes and paper. And I just started experimenting. And then next thing I know, and my husband can testify, and don't go overboard, okay? He could testify that I went crazy and started building a whole bunch of stuff, and next thing I know, I had everything in the living room. And that's how I learned how to make it. I just started watching videos of different people. And I didn't just stop there. I started watching other people too. I was watching people make stuff for G.I. Joes and, you know, looking like war scenes and all kinds of stuff. I just started watching people and how they make stuff, and next thing I know, I just started experimenting and making room boxes and sofas and all kinds of stuff. So that's how I started, and I started back in 2015, and I got my very first curvy doll, which was Shannon Elizabeth on my storyline, which is the one with the blue hair. And oh, somebody asked me a question. And I started with her, and I started making stuff for her. Packing paper. Just basic packing paper from Walmart. Over there by the boxes. That's how you learned too, Dolly Bunch? Yeah, I just started experimenting and making stuff for Shannon. And then I started putting stuff on Instagram, but I didn't put much on here. And I went through like a little depression stage because my mother-in-law got sick and I had to take her to all her chemotherapy appointments. So I didn't put much for like 2 years on my page. But I never stopped building. Like in the middle of the night, I just kept building stuff, just kept making stuff. And my husband was like, okay, what you gonna do with this? Are you gonna post pictures? I mean, are you gonna do anything with it? And I was like, no, it was just helping me get through my depression. I just kept building. And I guess I got obsessed with it, but it was keeping my mind off of things that was going on, you know, with his mom getting sicker. His mom was like a best friend to me. She was into dolls too. As a matter of fact, me and her used to go to Toys R Us. That was back when Toys R Us was still open. To Toys R Us and look at dolls after her chemotherapy. And you know, I was there for her. But at the time, I just kept building. And then I just kept getting better and my techniques keep getting better. And I figured out what worked and what don't work and what paper work and what box is best for what things. You know, just experimenting. And that's how I got started with it. So that's how I could tell y'all, don't use that type of box because it'll buckle here because it happened to me. I had to remake stuff because that box was too weak. That's how I could tell you when you making stuff with Amazon boxes. Don't make rooms with them. Make furniture with it. I could tell you what kind of box work with what you're doing because I learned from my own experience. But that helped me while I was going through that, y'all. And the girl that was on earlier, my best friend, Sabrina, she'll tell you. I showed her my stuff, and she said, you need to share this stuff. You need to be posting pictures of this stuff. This stuff is nice, and this really helps some people. And then that's when I started. When I came back last year, because I was gone for a while. I had a page, but I wasn't posting anything. And that's when I came back, when the pandemic happened. And she said, you need to be sharing this stuff, because this is nice, and I know this will help some people. And I really wanted to help get people's mind off of what was going on. Y'all know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all wanted to do the same thing, too. I wanted to help get people's mind off of what was going on. You calling my son? That's my son in the background, my husband in the background.
You gotta eat.
That's my king in the background. You go ahead. I'm into this here. But I will take a break after this, y'all.
Jaden.
Y'all go come back if I come back tomorrow? Put your notifications on so you know when I come on, okay?
Jaden.
We're going to have an extension of this show. Because I'm not stopping. I need this done. This has been on... Y'all, this been on my to-do list for, what, 2 years? That's why I said focus on what you're doing. What your page is for. And focus on that. Because if you get sidetracked on these little side projects, and then next thing you know, you stuck. And that's what happened. She said, that's an awesome story. Well, thank you. Thank you. But that's how I felt, though. I was like, you know, what better time to start to come back and to share my stuff and do this than during this pandemic when we're all locked in the house anyway. We can't go nowhere. We can't do nothing. You know, we might as well be doing stuff with the dogs. And I said, you know what? I got to do something to help people get through this. And I wasn't the only one on here that felt that way. It was a lot of people that felt that way on this page, on this dog community. I felt that it was our responsibility to do something to get people's minds off of what was going on out there. And I think a lot of y'all came on then during the pandemic. Did a lot of y'all start doing this during the pandemic? That pandemic made you think about life and stuff, didn't it? Y'all see my king in the background with his musician shirt on.
Hey, y'all.
That's his studio over there.
Welcome to Evil Vision Production. Evil Vision.
He need to get back on my jingle for real. I've been getting on to him. I got a jingle and he still ain't put it together. You need to get on my jingle. Doing everything else. He's been procrastinating. Shame on him. Like I'm any better. I've been procrastinating. I'm getting better though. Y'all helping me. Y'all are helping me stop procrastinating. I got some video projects I've gotten out in the past week. I'm sure y'all saw those. I was supposed to had that stuff done. Been doing more before the pandemic, but started more since. Yep. Same here. But I really beefed it up. I really beefed it up during the pandemic because I said we got to do something to keep my mind off all this that's going on out here. And like I said earlier in the program tonight, that's why I didn't have them with masks on or anything like that, because they was just going to be happy doing things that we couldn't do. I had them going to the movies. I had them doing everything that we couldn't do. And I think that helped. It helped me. It gives you a little hope, you know, that things will get better. I know it did for me. Like, okay, I can't go, but Jazzy and Natty can go to the movies. And they did. So you look a year ago, you'll see how they went to the movies. I'm gonna do some more movie scenes soon. It's just I don't have enough space to have all that stuff already set up. I have to actually set that up to take pictures to do that. It's in the garage, so I have to go out there and get that out of the garage and set it up and take some pictures again. Cause that was fun. They had them a girls' room day out. That's how you felt too, Mimi doll, loving life? Yeah, I bet your dolls was loving life during this pandemic, wasn't it? That's what Tyson and Davenport said earlier. They dolls was loving life doing that. We weren't worried about that. We had to do something to keep our mind off of it. I'd rather do doll stuff than to sit there and watch CNN all day. I ain't even want to know. I'm like, don't say nothing. I don't want to know the death count. I don't want to know none of that. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know. I can't focus on that. I have to stay joyful so I can stay strong. was in my little curvy world. Now you know where the name came from. I went in my own little curvy world. My logo with the little hat, that's my crown. That's my mind. That little logo you see. And I actually got a big hat. I've been wanting to take pictures with it one day, but I got a big old afro puff, so I'm like, will it even fit on my head? That was my very first thing I ever made for Shannon. When I first got my first curvy, when I opened up my channel, was that little black and white hat. And that's why you see me wear black and white. What now? Ignorance is bliss. I stayed away from the dudes. Me too. See, I wasn't the only one. You could say I had my head in the sand. Okay, I had my head in my little curvy world. At least I had a place to escape to. I was on vacation. I didn't want to hear that. I knew the gist. That's all I needed to know. I ain't need to know all the details every day. Okay, wash my hands, wear a mask if I go out. Okay. I ain't want to know all that. I don't want to know none of that other stuff. When y'all figure it out, y'all talk to me. I don't want to hear the details on how y'all gonna come up with this and how y'all gonna come up with that. Just when y'all find out what y'all gonna do, y'all come tell me, okay? I don't want to hear every day about how y'all gonna try to get this. Because that's all it was a progress report every day. I didn't want to hear your progress report. I didn't want to hear it. I just want to write stories. What is Juicy gonna say today? What is Jazzy gonna do today? That's how you felt too on the Davenport. I started before we never started cracking more during the pandemic to keep my mind off of it. See? Yep, we all did. And you did a good job at it because you kept my mind off of it for real. We all did. We did a good job at that. We should pat ourselves on the back because we did. I felt like it was my responsibility to put some positive content out there. If I wasn't going to do it before, I definitely was stepping up my game and doing it then. And you know what? I was doing it for myself too. I was doing it for myself too. Had to. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a break so I can eat. Y'all put y'all notifications on so y'all know when I'm coming on, okay? But every Friday at 6, I'm going to be here, okay? Every Friday at 6. But I am coming back tonight. I know y'all got stuff to do with your family. I don't want to come into that time. But if you do find yourself not busy, you could come back later when I'm on, okay? I would love the company, but I understand if you can't, okay? I know you got your own stuff that you're doing too. But if you're working on a project, come back, okay? Because you say I only got 25 seconds remaining, so I got to go, okay? I love y'all. And if you can think it, I'm distracted because of the time. Okay, I'm just going to end this now. Because I got to go. It's about the time out on me. Good night, y'all.